Hi friends, it's Sunday the 1st of March. I left myself basically one day to put this video together, and when I started I found it really tricky. I've been all over the place, to be honest, in a month that has gone quickly. So the first thing I did yesterday morning before putting clips together was write a sort of bit of poetry / spoken word thingamy. I'm not a poet, but I just found it actually worked for me to put down things that I remember had happened. A sort of take two. With the camera falling over and me dropping my bits of paper an hour later, I'm reading this to you, and before I do, I just want to say, if you're joining me for my videos, thank you. I promise I'll get better at it, and I just hope there's something in them which is of interest. And I really wish everybody a wonderful March. Either I'm done with February's or I'm just done with this one. I made a beef stew, but it was watery and the beef wasn't tender. It's still raining and my cat is flying in, making tracks, and I think it's because the mud has morphed into a monster. I've been tired of everything. I've been daytime sleeping. I've been meaning and trying to do dolls housing, painting, tidying and reading. Hopefully the pace will pick up by Easter. I couldn't find my hairbrush, so I didn't brush my hair like forever. My brain has been relentlessly pondering on numerous subjects and is making me stare into the fridge and the larder. It's not all about me. There have been the trials and sorrows of friends, injuries and operations to contend with. For one, the passing of a beloved sister, a February altered and one to remember. And, however, I mustn't let the wearying spoil the growing of the season changing, gratefully noticing our earth deliver. The snowdrops and wild daffodils at Myddelton House, the greening of the roses, the crocuses, and the early ditzy blossom on the trees and the verges, thanks to the mother. There were the flowers on the table I bought for myself, the cakes I made for a mother in pain, the valentines from my cat and my other, and the time of the sunset is getting later and later. We've had Easter eggs in the store since before Valentine's. I've eaten lots of dark chocolate and drank lots of red wine, and I regret neither. February sees the birthday of a daughter, and being together with her and vegan, gluten-free chocolate cupcakes with vegan cream cheese frosting has made things better. We drove through the grubby and glorious streets of London to meet another daughter for an exhibition called Painting Light. It was Colour and Delight by Anne Anker. My eldest daughter and her partner had matching tattoos which face each other. Lastly, I'm alive, and although I'm only one person, I'm a woman, and this year that's felt like an act of pure heroism. I'll breathe that in and out to the world and the ether. I've put the radiator on, but I can still see my breath in here when I speak. But I thought, even though I'm tired, it's quite early, I would just pan around and in a slightly shameful way show you the state my shed is in. And there's partly a good reason for that. So I've spent quite a lot of time this evening, I'm sorry about the light, taking away as much as I can of this pink, which I don't know, I might leave it there. I'm going to gently clean everything. I don't like it. Funnily enough, I don't mind it looking like that. But that's a pretty flowery paper under there that's been put on after. That's the same one. It's been put on over that, which is really beautiful. I think it's, I'm not sure which is which. I have to work that out, which is first. But I also saw a little bit of green spotty paper, which is really sweet. Underneath all of it there must have been. And yes, I did take out the wall in the middle. I think there must have been a fireplace in the middle there at some point, like in the top one. So I think, I don't know, I think maybe the walls were added afterwards, because I feel like that red paint has been painted on over the original design. So yeah, I'm just feeling my way. I've got all of this debris. It's really, really thin and dusty. And quite a vivid pink. And this, you see, this piece here looks very close to what it must have been originally, because it's got gold sparkly bits on it. Yes, I've come down here to my shed again, and it's dark, well, getting dark, but I recently bought, in the last week or so, I had delivered this little rocking chair, and I'm so pleased with it because I feel it's exactly the right size for this room. And I've put my handmade range there. I've been digging out some kitchen things. Some new and some old. Got the fire going. Bit of Charleston farmhouse on the table. Yeah, so been having a bit of fun down here. Got some ideas for this house and the other house. A few repairs. A few ideas percolating. And I took the other wall out, and I'm much happier with the dimensions of the room. See what March brings. Saturday 21st of February 2026. I'm at my tarot bureau, faffing about really. I've got other things that I'd quite like to film, and I also want to have a relaxing full day at home. So I just feel like having a bit of a faff about here. I might find something I've been looking for ages. I can't find a fountain pen my stepfather gave me, and it's really bothering me where it could be. I'm using this, which is something my mother gave me, a little mist thing, rose, which is lovely. And I've also added in a capful of chalice well water for a bit of magical oomph. I've taken away from my bureau all tarot decks because I'm having a rethink, and I will make a video and show them at some point, which I understand is not the tarot tube vibe at the moment, but hey ho. I can go back in there. couple of stones here that I found rattling around my house. I don't want them. I always loved tiger's eye as a teenager because I love tigers. There is a bit of a mystery on my tarot bureau. Is this Evil Eye What's It? To give it its proper magical term, because I found it in a coat pocket. Was it a coat pocket or was it my dungarees pocket? And I've never seen it before in my life. And all my family swear blind that they weren't playing a joke on me and that they've never seen it before either. So either I bought it while I was manifesting a split personality. I don't know, but I've never been able to work out where it came from. Ever. And I'm not really one for that sort of mystery. It's kind of bugged me a bit. Beautiful coaster by a lino cut by Robert Gilmore. I bought it in Norfolk in a place called the Pink Foot Gallery. That will do for that. In here is, well, I used to belong to the Puffing Club when I was little. And clearly here I was wondering, does Paul love me? In the permanent patch for private pondering. And in here is the highly secret puffing code, which my cousin and I used to write to each other in the puffing code, and I will never ever show you the puffing code. And in 1980 at Art Foundation, I made two passports. They were supposed to be copies. One was supposed to be a copy of a passport, and it's quite fun, and the other one, which has a moon in it and kind of a few dangly bits, was my witch's passport. So right, bit of misting. Sure. Sorry, I'm probably wobbling about. This is become a source of irritation, to be honest. My mother bought me this beautiful book years ago at the Country Living Fair in Islington. It's the most supple, beautiful book, but too beautiful to write anything in. And I have started a few times and then changed what I've written, but I've got to do something about that because, you know, otherwise it's just going to sit unused in my bureau forever. Maybe this will be the year I will find its true purpose. I've had it at least 10 years. So, there's a magnifying glass. Some little beeswax candles. So I'll put those candles back, magnifying glass back, and the other little candles that are in the grey box. Oh, okay. They can go back in there. And I haven't decided about my oracles yet, but I'm going to just stack them here, and then I'll go through them another time. Just pop them back on. And my bird, there we are. Okay, that can go there, that can go there. I'll turn those off for the moment. Okay, that's going to do for today. I picked up some mistletoe berries when we went to Myddelton house, and they're a bit past their sell-by date, but I'm going to stick them in various places of our very old apple trees just to see what happens. I'm doing this because I would love to have some mistletoe growing on our apple trees. I know it's a parasite, but honestly our trees really are old, and I might plant a new one. I did realise after having spent time doing this that I had been being watched. I was being watched by a robin, so yes, they might be gobbled up. We'll see.